Hi! Welcome to my channel. At kung bago ka lang dito ay huwag kalimutang mag-subscribe at pindutin lang ang notification bell para lagi kayong updated sa aking mga bagong math tutorial videos.
Today, ang pag-aaralan natin ay about proportion at malamang na pamilyar na kayo sa proportion dahil elementary pa lang na pag-aaralan nyo na din ito. At kung proportion nga class ang pinag-uusapan, hindi mawawala dyan ang ratio. So ratio indicates how many times one number contains another. And the ratio of two numbers, A and B, can be written as A is to B or A over B where B is not equal to 0. So yung A is to B is column form. At yung A over B naman natin ay fraction form. Now, ano nga ba class ang proportion? Proportion is an equation stating that two ratios are equal. Example, A is to B is equal to C is to D. At sa proportion, meron tayong tinatawag na outer terms at inner terms. And in this example, yung outer terms natin ay yung A and B. Ito yung tinatawag nating extremes. Yung inner terms naman na B and C, ito naman class yung tinatawag nating means. At tulad ng nabanggit ko kanina, pwede rin natin itong isulat sa fraction form. So A over B is equal to C over D. Tandaan lang na sa fraction form, dito class nakapwesto yung ating means. At ito naman yung ating extremes. Isa pa sa dapat nyong tandaan na ang product ng means ay equal sa product ng extremes. So AD is equal to BC or the product of A and D is equal to the product of B and C. And after getting familiar with the definition and parts of a proportion, we can now talk about the properties of proportions. So magbibigay lang ako ng two useful properties na magagamit natin to solve problems involving proportions. Number one is inverse or reciprocal property. If two ratios are equal, then their reciprocals should also be equal. Next, number 2 is cross multiplication property or the cross product property. Actually, class, nabanggit ko na rin ito kanina, the product of the means is equal to the product of the extremes. At ito nga, class, ang pinakamadali at madalas gamiting property ng proportion. Now, paano naman natin malalaman na yung given ratios ay proportion? Example, 3 over 5 is equal to 9 over 15. Para malaman natin kung ito ay proportion or not proportion, pwede natin kunin ang lowest term ng ating given ratios. And since naka-lowest term na yung nasa left side, yung fraction na lang sa right side ang ilo-lowest term natin. At ang greatest common divisor ng 9 over 15 is 3. So, i-divide lang natin ang numerator and denominator by 3. And since the two ratios on both sides are equal after reducing to the lowest terms, we are now sure that the given ratios are proportion. Another example, 6 over 8 is equal to 3 over 4. Maliban class sa pagkuha ng lowest terms, pwede rin natin malaman kung ang given ratios ay proportion gamit ang cross product property. Kunin lang natin ang product ng extremes at product ng means. So 6 times 4 is equal to 8 times 3. So 24 is equal to 24. This shows that the given ratios are proportion. Now, proceed naman tayo sa pag-solve ng unknown value ng proportion. Example, x over 12 is equal to 3 over 4. So this problem is a proportion with a variable or unknown value. Our goal is to find the value of x. And to solve this, we will use cross multiplication or the cross product property. 4 times x is equal to 12 times 3. And 4 times x is 4x. And 12 times 3 is 36. Tapos, gagamitan lang natin ng division property of equality. Divide both sides by 4. So, magiging x is equal to 9. Next example. 42 over 12 is equal to 7 over x. Ito class, halos kaparehas lang ng example number 3. Ang pagkakaiba lang, yung variable natin ay nasa denominator. Ibig sabihin, madali lang din natin itong maisosolve using cross product property. So, 42 times x is 42x. And 12 times 7 is 84. Tapos, gagamitan ulit natin class ng division property of equality para ma-isolate natin yung ating variable sa left side ng equation at para maalis natin ang 42. So, divide both sides by 42. So, magiging x is equal to 2. And for example number 5, so this is another type of problem na pwede nating ma-encounter when solving proportions. At yung format na ginamit dito ay column form instead of a fraction form. Pero halos wala din naman talagang pinagkaiba na bago lang ang pagkakasulat. At kanina, ginamit natin ay cross product property of proportions. And FYI lang ulit class that the cross product property of proportion states that the product of the extremes is equal to the product of the means. So magiging 2 times 18 is equal to 6 times x. And 2 times 18 is 36. And 6 times x is 6x. Next, divide both sides by 6. So, x is equal to 6. Pero kung nalilito kayo dito, pwede nyo naman i-rewrite from column form into fraction form. Then solve katulad lang ng ginawa natin kanina gamit class ang cross product property or cross multiplication property. So hanggang dito na lang class. Kung meron kayong hindi naintindihan at meron kayong gustong itanong, ilagay lang sa ating comment section at isa-isa natin yang sasagutin. Muli, maraming salamat sa panonood. God bless.